This will be our co-main event this Saturday at Barclays Center. This man is a former USC Trojan standout and a member of our United States Navy with a record of 19 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 16 wins coming by way of a knockout. Having recently defeated West Snowfire in June, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former world title challenger, El Gallo Negro, Gerald Washington. And his opponent on a Saturday night, he has a perfect record, 18 wins, 14 of those coming inside the distance. He's a fan favorite, having fought here at Barclays Center for his 3rd straight time, 8 times overall that he's fought here inside this amazing venue. Originally from Poland, now fighting out of right here in Brooklyn, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Adam Babyface Assassin Kolnatsky. This is Kolnatsky and Washington, a heavyweight showdown. It's PBC on Fox this Saturday. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we get set for our main event of the evening for the welterweight championship of the world. First of all, we want to welcome the challenger. He has fought against the who's who in the sport, including Andre Berto, Victor Ortiz, Canelo Alvarez, and Marcos Maidana, having picked up a victory over Miguel Cruz last April. Always is an exciting fight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Riverside, California. His record 36 wins, 19 of those coming by way of knockout against 7 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Riverside Rocky, Josesito Lopez. And his opponent, the champion. Talk about memorable evenings in his career here at Barclays Center. He has defeated both Sean Porter and Danny Garcia here at Barclays Center. He had an injury that sidelined him, but now he's back and ready to go. He has a perfect record, 28 wins, 22 of those coming inside the distance, no losses. Joining us from Clearwater, Florida, he is the WBA welterweight champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the champion, Keith Thurman. And now we will face off. It is Thurman and Lopez, our main event, PBC on Fox this Saturday. 8 Eastern, 7 Central from Barclays Center. And now I will turn it over for the Q&A for the host of today's press conference from Fox.
Thank you very much, Ray. Thank you guys for being here today, and thank you to all the members of the media who made their way out on this cold and windy Brooklyn day. Let's start it off with you, champ. Have you left the building? I saw you on the Jumbotron last night at the Nets game. Yeah. You have been promoting this fight, but how good does it feel to know that it's just days away that you're actually going to get back in the ring after a 2-year layoff?
It's an absolute tremendous feeling. They've had me working a lot. It's an honor to be working with Fox. I'm truly excited to be on a new network and a new platform, in new conditioning, new health, and I'm just excited. You know, 22 months out, I forgot what it felt like. I've been to several fights in my off time, but I forgot what it felt like to have my own fight week, to have you guys all come out. And I know the fans are always saying, when's the champ gonna be back? When's the champ gonna be back? Saturday night, baby, we're here in Brooklyn, I'm back.
You're back against a tough opponent, Josesito Lopez. Josesito, have you ever not been the underdog in a fight?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I'm always in tough battles, but I don't shy away from them. I know I'm in a tough fight this weekend, but I'm more than ready for it.
You said you trained at elevation, I think, for this fight, at altitude, right? Is that accurate? And your coach is not going to be here for this fight. He has a personal obligation. Is that going to be an issue for you?
No, it's not an issue. In training camp, we train in a family atmosphere. So I got the boxing guru, Mr. Big G, here with me, along me, and you know, we might have a little surprise for you come this weekend with some virtual image of my trainer, Robert Garcia.
All right, we're looking forward to it. Adam, let's go to you. Obviously, you have your Polish roots, but you're a Brooklyn boy fighting at Barclays Center on Fox. Do you have to kind of pinch yourself?
Yeah, for sure. I was born in a small city in Łomża, Poland. Came to the States when I was 7, and every day, every fight keeps getting bigger and bigger. I'm now in the co-main event at Barclays Center, and I remember when they were first putting it up, and I was an amateur, and I was like, I can't wait to fight here. Now I'm a co-main event. Hopefully by the end of the year, I'll be the main line, you know? So that's the goal.
I read that you said you've sparred like 1,000 rounds for this fight. Is that accurate?
I sparred over 1,000 rounds with my friend Joe Miller, but we knew each other since 15. But for this fight, I did 150 rounds. So
why the difference?
No, with Joe Miller was somebody I knew for a while.
Yeah.
So we grew up together since amateurs, so we always helping each other prepare for fights. So we did over 1,000 rounds together. But for this fight, we did.
Who did you train with?
Mike Coffey, Nicole Solomon, and Big Baby Joe Miller.
All right, let's take it over to your opponent. You obviously are coming in off of a win, but you have had some big losses to some big names. Deontay Wilder, Miller. What do you take from those losses that have made you a better fighter?
Those are just great learning opportunities for me. You know, I started my career late. I was 30 years old after I went to the military and went to college. And I just been learning on the job. So every time I step in the ring, it's another learning opportunity for me. Win, lose, or draw. I gotta take something from that. And I've had the experience now. I went to school and I'm prepared for this for Saturday night.
We'll take it over to you, Claudio. You have called out guys like Gary Russell, Leo Santa Cruz. Your manager tells me they don't want to take the fight with you. This is an eliminator fight. Do you feel as though you don't just have to win, but you have to win in impressive fashion in order for them to pay attention?
¿Tú piensas que tiene que ser espectacular en esta pelea para que ellos entonces te den la oportunidad?
Pienso que sí. Buenas tardes a todos aquí, al equipo de Ajeno, a todo su equipo. Sí, pienso que sí, que ellos me andan corriendo hace mucho ya y pienso que tendré que ganar otra pelea más, explosivamente como siempre lo hago, y dándole a mi público lo que ellos quieren ver de mí y eso, y seguir ganando como yo siempre gano.
Good afternoon to everybody here. Thanks to Al Heyman also. And he says yes, he has to win explosive like he always has in his fights, so these guys don't keep running, that he wants the big guys.
We'll see when you take on this guy on Saturday night. Do you think this is the biggest test for you two?
Yeah, this is nice. Biggest fight in my career.
You haven't fought a southpaw as a pro.
Yeah, first time.
First time. Who did you bring in to prepare for this guy?
I'm training a couple southpaw guys. We're ready to fight.
Looking forward to it. All right, our 6 televised fighters on the card here tonight. We now will take to this opportunity to open up to members of the media who've joined us here today. Who has our first question? Need a mic?
I'm Keith Thurman from BoxingScene.com. My question is for Josesito. Josesito, Keith Thurman said on the conference call on Tuesday that he was really looking forward to getting in the ring on Saturday to see what your confidence is all about, why you're so confident that you're going to win this fight. Can Can you express to us, without giving away your game plan, why you're so confident you'll win?
I think like in any boxer's confidence level, it's the preparation. You know, I feel like I'm at a championship level, and I prepared well for this fight, and you know, I'll have no excuses at the end of the night, no matter what the outcome.
My question's also for Josesito. I'm Chris Sheridan from GetMoreSports.com. When you're prepping for a fight, you can oftentimes look at an opponent, study film, and look at his losses, see where his weaknesses are. You're going against a guy who's undefeated. So when you're prepping for an undefeated fighter, where do you try to find maybe those same weak spots that you would look for in a film of an opponent who's had losses before?
You know, in preparation for a fight, you also look at bad habits, some mistakes that you make. You know, it's he's undefeated, so it's tough to find a losing fight. But he's been in some fights that have shown some of his weaknesses. So you know, you prepare mentally just as you do physically.
Brian Mahoney from the Associated Press. Keith, when this fight was announced, there was a quote to you that said you were just a little nerve-wracking getting back in the ring. Were you always, did you always have a nervous feeling when you're about to fight again, or it's only because this time you haven't been in the ring for a couple of years and it's a new experience a little bit?
You're saying that I said it was nerve-wracking?
Yes, yes.
There's always a little level of nerves, but most of it is anticipation. You know, we're on a world-class level. You know, I hold the world title, you know, and I'm proud to be champion, and I always want to be champion for as long as I can throughout my career. So, you know, there's nerves involved with holding the title on your shoulder and being undefeated and wanting to remain undefeated. But all of those nerves are very natural, and they're never overpowering. I remember when I was an amateur, the first fight I ever lost was a fight I wasn't nervous about. So I like to carry some nerves with me in every fight.
Keith, I have another question for you. Obviously, coming off of the elbow surgery and the hand injury, do you think there'll be any hesitation in your game because of that?
No, there shouldn't be any hesitation. We took this fight because we're prepared in that we're ready now. So if anything was to occur, if I was to feel some bumps and bruises in the fight, fighters have, you know, even when I fought Robert Guerrero, I fought with a hematoma, you know, so the boxing world should know by now, with the hematoma, with the body shot I took against Luis Collazo, that, you know, Keith Thurman is a hard egg to crack, you know, and I had the bone spurs while I was fighting Danny Garcia, so no matter what shape I'm in, when it's time to go to war, we fight.
Josesito, you've been in this situation. We referenced that. I was actually working ringside at the Victor Ortiz fight when you came back in the 9th round and broke his jaw and shocked the world. Do you think that he's aware of that? Do you think he's overlooking you in any way for this fight, or do you think he respects you and he's ready for the Josesito Lopez that's going to show up on Saturday?
I'm not sure if he's aware or if he has any doubts or fears, but whatever the situation is, come fight night, it'll show in the ring. You know, I just know that I've prepared for the best Keith Thurman that I've seen, and I'm at a championship level, and I'm going to prove that on Saturday.
All right, we are looking forward to it. That's going to do it from the Barclays Center at the press conference. Kate, we will send it back to you.